Welcome to the day 5?
5.
Day 5.
Final day.
Yes. Gosh, it'll be good to be done with this.
Yes.
This is the Looking for Morons exclusive Mists of Pandaria information, blah, 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 blah.
You've heard this 4 other times. You know by now what's going on.
Yes. As always, I am Sanvillus, joined with
Rodimus.
and yeah, might as well make this interesting. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? The whole point of Pandaria,
Pandaren.
Pandarens.
Pandaren, Pandarian. Whatever you want to call them, it works.
So for me, like, when what was the second expansion?
Burning
First
Crusade.
expansion. Burning Crusade, that's right. My brain just stopped. When Burning Crusade was announced and there was still that hope and glimmer of what the Alliance race could be.
We wanted Pandaren.
I totally wanted Pandaren. I loved playing the Pandaren in Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne. I thought he was so cool. He was just so different. And I had hope set aside that I could be a Pandaren.
Yeah, I played that little mission in Frozen Throne like several times. Just
I know.
You know, it's so cool.
Whenever I played multiplayer, I always grabbed the Pandaren from the tavern. I thought he was so cool. But no, it was the Draenei, which I was okay with. It was fine, whatever.
Space goats are cool, I guess.
The space goats can be pretty cool. But I did notice, like, whenever I went to BlizzCon, whenever I hear discussions on what the next races should be, it was always brought up beyond any other race. Every BlizzCon, people would ask the panel questions. When are we going to see Pandaren? There were people dressed up as pandas. And yet there's this huge outroar when it's finally announced that Pandarens will be on both Horde and Alliance. Not for the fact that it's Horde and Alliance, but just the fact that it's in a game. It's making it childlike, is one of the arguments.
Gnomes. Goblins.
Gnomes. Oh, you're ruining the lore with such a silly character. Yeah, gnomes and goblins.
People.
Cow people. Oh, or the other argument is you can't just throw a new race in there. All right.
Well, that's what they do every other expansion. There's new races.
They've done it ever since Humans versus Orcs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
each game comes some new classes and some new races.
Well,
I mean, we wouldn't.
it's either a new class or a new race as of now, but
We
got a new race and a class this time, so I'm pretty happy.
In the start, like Warcraft 3 introduced undead, Tauren, night elves, and it was just like poof, there it is, and no one was like complaining, oh my gosh, we can't handle these night elves.
Well, you know, you could think about it. They're following the class race every other expansion, they wanted a class, and I would have picked monk, but you know, it only makes most sense to bring the Pandaren with it. Oh shit, phone.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw a monk in there, why would you just have regular monks? I mean, there is regular monks throughout Warcraft that we've seen, like mostly in Scarlet Crusade sections.
Yeah, the gay ones.
Well, whatever. But yeah, let's throw some monks in there. Get a new class for us. Pandarens. In fact, if you look into Warcraft 3, you will see a Pandaren image before you will see a night elf image. True, look it up. Second mission.
As far as the lore goes, I had to explain this to somebody while reading it on WoWWiki. Pandarens were around when night elves were, like, way back when.
Yes,
way back when.
Before even the
humans and gnomes,
the Sundering,
and all them. They were Pandaren.
The pandas were pissed at the night elves for
Magical
messing around with
corruption,
magic.
and
Yes,
they're like,
but
peace, and they go right off in the sunset on a giant turtle.
But people also want to assume that it's just this big thing since Kung Fu Panda came out, and no. I mean they've had panda lore in books, not just the single character in the Warcraft 3 expansion, Shen Stormstout.
Yeah,
they've had the RPG books. They've had the Pandaren races and classes for for them, original classes for the Pandaren themselves. So this isn't just some spur of the moment idea.
Here's something I just found out just now. There's a place in the Stone Talon Mountains called Pandaren Settlement, and it's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I mean, I do have my World Explorer title, but that doesn't mean I paid attention.
Yeah, auto flying for the win. Yeah, they've been there. It's not just some spur of the moment thing. It started off as a joke, yes, but like what other ideas have started off as jokes and then just turned out to be brilliant? I'm on a boat. I mean, really? Come on. So yeah, they've also, and they said at BlizzCon that they had been wanting to put Pandaren in there, but it just like hasn't felt right. And whether you believe that or not, this sounds like a pretty good moment.
Yeah,
from the start.
I mean, I'm happy. Everybody who's playing the beta with me is telling me that it feels like vanilla, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, pandas, from the first start of the pandas lore, it was said that, yeah, they're seclusive. So there's perfectly good reason why we haven't seen them yet.
Exactly.
And now that the cataclysm has happened, and
when you're flying on Deathwing's back, someone gets kicked off during the raid, and he finds Pandaria, and he's like, "Oh my god, I gotta tell everyone about this," and that's how it happened.
Pretty much, that's the sequence.
I've
seen it.
I know. I was there. I was, yeah. I didn't think I got on the beta.
The ironic thing is that it was just some noob not standing in the right place, and he got knocked off. And normally, he'd get like 50 DKP minus for that. But this time, he became like hugely famous explorer.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Yes. So let's look at this. So we have the monk class, which, thanks to the pandas, is being surfaced as a playable class. I think it's cool that we're also getting an 11th character slot so that we can try these out on our native servers without having to like start a whole new server for us that have already 1085s.
Yeah, is it like you? I was just about to say, is this time for you and Deska to race to who has all 85 90s now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have 1190s. Yeah, but
sad. That only makes you more bad at each class, I'm just saying.
It does. It makes me pretty bad. But I enjoy the game, playing all the different things, and that's why I think I'll really enjoy another 90 levels of this new class Monk as a roly-poly panda. Also, if you haven't got the chance to try out the game, I don't think Monk will work as any other class but pandas because of that role that you get to do. It is so much fun as a panda.
Spell, I thought.
It is a monk spell.
Yeah, so you don't. It's not just like a.
It just doesn't work the same with another class.
Well,
though.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to see people rolling around everywhere they go now.
It's not as cool. It's not as cool because
the pandas have the perfect proportion and the perfect shape. I know.
They have the roly body. But yeah.
I picture pandas.
No matter what people say, there's always going to be people flaming and hating on this. And you can hate, but I think there hasn't been more of a demand for anything in the game besides Pandaren. And finally it's in there, and people can complain however way they want. I think they just wanted to appease to their crowd, to their customers, and it works.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Okay. And another fun lore fact, Pandarens were in Garithos Elite Guard, and Garithos was the Grand Marshal of the Kingdom of Lordaeron in the Third War, and the Pandarens were the people who kept the Blood Elves going to Outlands. That's fun. I'm trying to spew enough lore so people know this isn't complete crap, and I was there because that Garithos guy was kind of a douchebag when we were playing as Blood Elves.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're spitting out in lore, the first time that you see a panda in Warcraft 3 is on the second mission of Undead. I think it's called Digging Up the Bodies. after you get past the, I think, blue or green Paladin City, you knock down the trees, and there's a Pandaren rest spot there. It flashes on the screen. I think I have a video of it. I'll play it right here. It flashes on the screen. A freaking panda.
Yeah.
And that's one of the first looks you get at the Pandaren. Before a night elf.
Oh, yeah. Before night elves, yeah.
Before night elves or before Tauren.
All right, well, I guess before we wrap this up, because we're hitting like almost 11 minutes now, 10 and a half, we could do a bunch of references that were already in Warcraft, or World of Warcraft. I can read through those. I can read through those real quick. Chen's empty keg refers to Chen Stormstout when he was aiding Rexxar and the Frozen Throne. You can find them in Durotar if you are lucky enough. An NPC child named Justin in Stormwind walks around and fishes with 2 other friends and tells unbelievable stories of him saying, "It's true, people have seen them, Pandaren really do exist." That's been around forever. Of course, there's your Pandaren monk carrot companion. And this one I didn't know about until just now. It's the bag of fishing treasures from the fishing dailies from Marcia Chase's fishing dailies. Blah. It has a chance of dropping a fantasy portrait, which is a picture of a Pandaren. So those are your Warcraft references.
Yes.
We knew it was coming all along.
I just thought it would have been a lot sooner, but
we all wanted it to be Burning Crusade, but yeah.
Yeah.
So before, I guess we can take advantage of the fact that we have hit videos that can go over 15 minutes now. Allegedly, according to you.
Yes. Also, not to do with pandas, but after this, I'm gonna also have uploaded part 4 of episode 3, Looking for Morons series. Misadventures of Rowdy's Knights, the dramatic conclusion. Will Bulldog make it back to the party?
No.
Will they help Great Father Winter deliver the presents?
No.
And will we ever make another episode?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll try.
Also, there'll be really cool credits in there. And then later next week, we're going to be able to upload the full episode 3
Can you believe
in its
it?
entirety.
Yeah. We'll work on that. But the fun thing is, we made the credits so that you have to watch them because it's like important.
It's part of it.
It's part of it, yeah. It's got a cool guitar solo on it. That's your spoiler.
Yes.
All right. I guess we will see you on our next video in the future.
Yes.
Hooray.
Thank you for listening to myself and Sanvillus on the Looking for Morons limited podcast of maximum enjoyment.
Oh, do you want to tell them what you wanted to do weekly now, or wait till later?
Oh, we might do a single weekly podcast.
I don't know. If you've made it this far, just comment if you want to hear us do this more often. We might have other guests. But nobody ever gets back to us. Everybody's like, I'd love to do something. And then you're like, awesome, when? And they're like, I'll figure that out later.
Never.
Yeah.
But let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, and feel free to spit in the face of anybody that says Pandaren suck.
Because they suck.
Yeah, they suck. Tell them they suck.
Yeah.
They suck Pandaren. They suck
This is Sanvillus
furry Pandaren
saluting you while we tried to end this like 4 minutes ago. Shut up!
And we're out!